Hello everyone, I'm Surabhi. Welcome to my channel. Today's busy book is for my 6-year-old. We are going to start the statement questions. Starting with statement questions. Questions very simple vocab, practicing reading, doing addition subtraction, but concepts are simple but getting used to information from the statement questions. More and less because less is more. Less is still. She goofs up there. Multiply again, doing very simple multiplication, basically using fingers still. Greater, less than, and add, subtract, practice. So more, it is more of a practicing kind of a busy book for her, a routine kind. We are practicing reading. There are 13 balls in a box. S1 puts 5 more balls. How many balls in the box? A simple addition question. I want her to read some sight words. Are balls in a box? These all she can read. There is a word. Put is a word which I don't think she can read, and many also she reads. How is what? So, trying to use a very simple language. Just getting her comfortable with reading. Mom baked some cakes. She gave S1 15 cakes and 5 cakes are left. How many cakes did mom bake? Again, here my intention is, can she infer the information? If I read this question to her, she can do it, but reading plus inferring the information, I'm not sure. So I've given her example, made boxes here so that she can identify that, there'll be two numbers, there'll be addition or subtraction. She has to infer the information here, and that is hard for her. So even if addition subtraction are easy, inferring the information from a sentence, that is what we are going to try this year. So I'm just testing the waters, like how much is she comfortable, what she can do. This will be easy for her. Mark the smallest. The logic here is that the same number is subtracted, so which will be the smallest, where the first one will be smallest, right? Here the same number is added, but which will be the smallest, where the first one will be the smallest. Yeah, and this one is, again, I'm removing the same number, so which will be the smallest, where the first one is the smallest. So this is a concept which I'm going to talk to her, like, you don't have to subtract every single thing. You don't have to do 37 minus 3, 40 minus 3, and 28 minus 3 to find out which is the smallest. Use your logical sense, that if you remove something from 37, if you remove something from 40, which will be the like if you remove 3 from 37 and remove 3 from 40, which will have a lower number. This will be a lower number, right? Because it is anyways 40. So that logical thinking, that view, I want to talk to her and give her that ideas that you don't have to solve the questions all the time. You have to look for the clues or logics to find the answer. Less and more as 13 more than 6, 10 more than 10, 5 more than 6, 6 less than 10. Also, you see that when I do a difficult part or a new concept, I try to add some simple things here. Again, this topic still needs practicing for us. So, but still, it's easier as compared to this concept for her. So, like that, I have added an easy one. Uh, this one I have not written. My elder one saw me making busy book for 6-year-old, so she came and she wrote a question for my little one. So yeah, this is special. We are doing subtraction. We are practicing subtraction using tens and ones because she still does reverse counting, and that um, we have to get out of it, that practice. So we have to basically understand that 19 is written as 10 and 9, and from 9 you remove the 7, and then 10 plus 2, 28, the same thing. So basically it's easy, right? I have not made it complicated questions. There's no carryover here, at least. Like 8 minus 6 is 2, 9 minus 7 is equal to 2. When it's go to 70 minus 36, why I have to do it, why I'm adding it, because I know in these two she will still do the reverse counting. um, she just doesn't want to do tens and ones. So I always, when we were doing these things, I always tell her that no, you have to start doing tens and ones, because when the numbers get complicated, you can't do reverse counting all the time. And she doesn't get it. She's like, no, mom, I can do it. So that's why I added this question here, which will be difficult for her. And again, here she will be forced to use tens and ones, and we will see. And I'll again try to explain to her that you cannot do reverse counting all the time. You need to add, you need to learn the new way of subtraction. 30 minus 5, my younger one wrote, so should be easy for her because just keep counting. But yes, was my last question for her, which is difficult, and I'll see how much level she has reached with tens and ones. So yeah, there it is. Multiply again 3 fours, like 3 into 4, 4 tens, means 10 has to be 8 4 times, it's skip counting. 5 fives, it's nothing but just a skip counting by 5. But again, this terminology of multiplication, she needs to get used to it. So again, I always tell that, first 3 months of the year we are entering the new session now. So these are more for testing water kind of stuff, how much she know, how much she's comfortable with, which topics we need to put more emphasis for the next year, and which topics are like easy, like some topics in even P1 she would be very okay with, and I will not touch them. So yeah, so first, like January, February, March basic books will be more of testing levels and making mental notes for myself, that what will be the next strategy of making sure that by the end of year they are comfortable with what is expected in their curriculum. Multiplication, so you always do with groups, right? So I made myself that how many groups are there? There are 5 groups. So one group has 2 stars, so 5 groups will have 10 stars, 5 into 2. But how do we make groups, and what is the concept of groups when it goes to multiplication? Because as of now we have just done with fingers, so we are going to do with the pictures and all those things to move slowly from fingers to notebooks when it's come to multiplication. It's a reverse counting. This would be easy. 5, you skipping by 2, here skipping by 2, again skipping by 2. I always say my girl has a problem when she reverse counts, she goofs up, she like 19 के बाद 17 हो जाता है, she skips 18 when we like do reverse counting. So yeah, we still are working on the reverse counting as well. Here is like find the number. So this is very easy, there is not like immediate numbers. Give me a number between 2 and 8, give me a number between 16 and 20, and give me a number between 12 and 4. So it can be any number in between, but I thought when I was looking back to it, I thought it got very very heavy, busy book for her. So I added a very simple question here, which like just get done with it. So that's all as a busy book for my younger one. Hope you enjoyed it. Bye bye.